Hi guys, bright sunny day. Keynsham Station car park. Just want to give this one a quick try with the speed meter on it, because I've got 3 lithium ion batteries in there, so it's running on a 3S. So just see if it makes any difference to the top speed compared to the 2S I ran it on last time we were here. The road surface isn't perfect, it is a bit bumpy, so we won't get a perfect run, but then it wasn't any different last time, so comparison wise it should be about right. That was a lot of waffle, wasn't it? That sounds to me like something's slipping. Yeah, the gearbox is slipping. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? This has been in the back of the car waiting for weeks to, well, not weeks, for a week, to try and give it a test run. And I reckon one of the that wheel is loose. Oh, how frustrating. Yeah, that wheel is loose on the axle. Oh, rude words. Okay, we'll cut it short. No point in trying to go any further than that. It did 7 miles per hour, but I don't think we're going to go any faster because that... Well, we'll have one go. Start slowly. Oh, I'm not doing anything now. Nah, that's not going to do anything for us. Right, we're home now, guys. The wheel came off quite easily. I was surprised about that. It actually has a hole in there, so when it's on the axle, I just tapped it through with a hammer, held onto the wheel, tapped that through, and that brought it off. The only problem is, what are we going to do about it to actually make it grip the inside of the wheel now? Because clearly that knurling there is not holding it. It wants some cross cuts on it to help it grip. So I'll probably just nibble at it with my pliers, cutters, to get a bit of a cross hatching on it as best I can. These really won't make much of an impact on there. Might just roughen up the surface a little bit. I don't know if we can see that. Yeah, we're just putting some crosses on it. And then I expect I'll put super glue on it and push it back on. Roughening it like this will help the super glue, and it also will expand the diameter a little bit because of the edges sticking up. Just hold it up a bit close to the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing there. So that's roughened it up a little bit. So I'll put a bit of super glue on there and tap it back on. You can probably hear Nanny's cooking the tea in the background. Yeah, I'd have to get something to tap that through. Okay, I think that's done the job. Tomy High Grip Sports, I've never noticed that before. 255 by 40 ZR18. Right, well there we are. So we'll have to have another go. See if we can do a speed run with a 3S battery. Hi guys, down at Porter's Head. I'm going to just give this little car a run with the speed app on it, or speed meter. Right, set to record. We'll have a go on the pavement here because the tarmac's fairly nice there. This is another fail. I can hear what's happening. The gear on the axle has slipped along when I've been moving the wheels. Hi guys, this little Tomy car has given me problems. Converted it to hobby grade the easy way, 2 ESCs, one for the steering, one for the drive motor. And it works fine. But I took it out to try and do a speed test on it, and one of the wheels was loose on the axle, probably because I'd put 3 lithium ion batteries in there, so it was running on 3S LiPo, or lithium ion. So I fixed that. I just glued the wheel to the axle, so it's nice and rigid now. In fact, now the tyres turn on the wheels if you're not careful. So I could glue them in place, but I'm not going to. Anyway, took it out to do a speed run with the wheels glued in place, and this time it's actually the gearbox is playing up. I suspect that when I was tapping the wheel back onto the axle, I may have pushed the axle along on the main gear, so it's not aligning properly. You'll see what I mean when I take it apart and have a look. Or at least I'm guessing that's what it is. We'll find out. Actually, if I undo this, put that out of the way and take that off. And you can take the whole gearbox assembly out of the way. Right. So now get those other screws out as well before we lose them. Right, so in the gearbox, yeah, that's what it is. That slipped along on its along the axle, along the shaft. Right, I can see what the damage is. In fact, I've already fixed it. What I've done was, when I glued the wheel back on, I was tapping it from one side to get it back onto the axle shaft, and yeah, it must have been this one. I must have been tapping it that direction, and what I'd actually done was I'd damaged that bit of plastic just there. That was actually pushed right in where I'd been hitting the shaft from this direction. So what that meant was that gear was pushed over to there, like that. It pushed right over, pushed that plastic in right over to there, so it's not aligning with this gear. So with that pushed over like that, it wasn't making contact. So I've straightened that bit of plastic back up again. I don't know if you can see there's stress cracks in it, but I think we might have got away with it. I think we might be all right. That now stays in position, doesn't slide along anymore. So this bit here actually aligns that gear. So when the car's being used just a simple push along toy, that slides right out the way and the axle spins. But when you switch it on, that pushes into position and it's driven by the motor. So I think we fixed it. It was that simple, just straighten up that bit of plastic to hold it all back in place. I don't know where these black hairs come from. They're not mine. My hairs are all white. Still, oh, that bit just there, I might as well show you while we're on it if you haven't seen previous videos. That piece there is the bit that slides side to side, which is the bit that actually moves that gear side to side. So in that position, the gears are in gear, and in that position, they're in neutral. And that's done by that. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that. I thought I was going to have a fairly major problem, but it looks like we got away with it. Just got to check I put the right screws back in the right place. Yeah, I think these are small screws just here. So we'll have to set it up again and have another go at doing a speed test with it, because that's what I was trying to do. Right, just a quick little test. Yeah, seem to have got it back together and the gearbox seems to work. I also took the opportunity to bring the aerial up in here, because I did just have it underneath the bodywork. But I thought it might be handy to have it actually in the open air. So that's just coming up through the dashboard and up in there. Hi guys, this will be the third attempt at trying to get a speed speed check on the Tomy toy car that I converted to semi-hobby grade. It's got an ESC to control the drive motor and an ESC to control the steering motor. That means we don't get proper proportional steering, but we do get proportional throttle. And every time I've tried it, since I've upgraded it to 3 lithium-ion batteries, so it's a 3S it's running on, every time I've tried it, something's gone wrong. So nothing. Oh, here we go again. Ah, that's because I'm using the wrong controller. Don't panic. It's on this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, we'll have a little run in the car park here. It's not ideal, but on the positive side, it's pretty quiet. Yeah, it's not completely smooth. There's quite a bit of gravel here. That steering's a little bit off. How are we doing? 7 miles per hour. Just check I have got it in miles per hour. Yeah, 7 miles per hour. Still 7, so I reckon that's it. No, we're stuck now. Still 7, so I don't think we're going to get any faster. Still 7. I was rather hoping we might do a little bit better than that. So that'll have to do. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.